Howdy, partner. I'm here to show you how to find peace and happiness. Oh yeah. Yeah, so peace and happiness. That's what you want, right? You want it? You want peace? You want happiness? Well, you come to the right fucking place. Okay, yeah, so if you can identify where I got that from, you will get a mental hug. Okie dokie. Right, so here we go. Mr. Ashtoast's philosophy. Okay, that's enough silliness. In the middle, you have the poor individual. Suffering human being. And you have the ego. Sorry. And the self. Okay? Now, can you see? Good. Right, okie dokie. So the ego. Ego, what do I mean by ego? Basically, the same as Eckhart Tolle's ego, Freud's superego, pretty much the same sort of thing. It's the worrying mind. Okay, it's the stressed out mind. It's always fucking stressed. What do I mean by the self? I mean your Buddha nature, your enlightened nature, your godlike nature. Okay? Enlightenment, ignorance. Okay, so the ego. So the ego will send you thoughts, and these thoughts will cause pain in the body. So you know it's the ego if you have a thought and it causes pain. Simple. So, you want to live an enlightened life? You want to be peaceful? You want to be happy all the fucking time? You got to live without the ego. Okay? How do you live without the ego? I mean, the ego's always there. Okay, technically you can't live without it, but you can stop giving it energy. That, my friends, is the solution. Don't worry about destroying the ego. That's the ego again. Just don't give it your energy. Don't give it the time of day. So, a thought will come up. The example I have here is, I should be doing X, this or that. Generally, if it's got should in it, it's the fucking ego. Okay? And that doesn't feel comfortable. Should never feels comfortable. Okay? Because if it was comfortable, you wouldn't need should. You do it, right? I should be doing this. Ow! Pain in the torso, stress in the upper chest, or maybe in the stomach. He's cooler than me. Stress. Shit. Inferiority, self-pity. What's the one I've got here? Can't read. I wish I'd never done that or said that. Blah, blah. Regret, pain in the stomach. Pain in the torso area. So that's the ego. Okay? You know it's the ego if it causes pain in the fucking body, motherfucker. Self, on the other hand, au contraire. Self, le soi. The Buddha nature. Okay? This is very important to understand the difference between ego and self. Okay? Ego is a piece of shit. The self is a Buddha nature. These are just terms I'm using. Okay? When I say self, I mean the Buddha nature. You're enlightened, the inner master, God, Christ consciousness, the whole fucking motherfucking thing. The real fucking deal. This will send you thoughts, and these thoughts will feel lovely. Yeah, for instance, I think I'll go and lift some weights because I feel like enjoying the simple experience of lifting weights. That's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. It's lovely, It's a nice sort of urge. I think I'll give him a hug. I think I'll give her a hug. I think I'll give this person a compliment. I think I'll, go for a walk. Yeah? I think I'll send someone a nice message on Facebook. Whatever. Yeah? I think I'll share some of my joy and make a nice YouTube video. So that's the self. Alright? I think I'll tell this woman how beautiful she is. I think I'll meditate. I want to immerse myself in the bliss of the self. I think I'll make a video sharing my bliss. I think I'll do this. I think I'll do that, And these will all feel good in the body. Yeah? There won't be any pain. So then you know it's the self. So what do? You let those thoughts go through you, manifest into action, and then you're living an enlightened life. When the ego thoughts come and they hurt, you simply don't give them energy. It's the ego. You just say this mentally. It's the ego. It's the ego. It's the ego. So, be aware. Okay? See his face? He's very aware. Thoughts are going to come up. Which one is it going to be? It's an ego thought. Causes pain. It's an ego thought. I don't give it energy. I just say mentally, it's the ego. Okay. Ego can be quite persistent, so maybe you get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, one after the other. If it hurts each time, you just say, okay, it's the ego, okay, it's the ego. Then a thought will come. It'll feel nice. You allow it. That is the self. Okay? That's coming from the self. It feels kind of childlike, joyful, carefree, very easy, effortless. It leads actually to effortless action. All action should be effortless. If action involves effort, then there's conflict, and then it's some kind of violation. It involves the ego. So that is my basic philosophy. Okay? My basic philosophy. And I got this intuitively about 4 months ago. I was doing a very deep self-inquiry, which is what Ramana Maharshi taught, great Indian sage, a way of realizing the self. I did it with everything I had. You know, just some events came together to make me do this intense inquiry, more intense, I mean the most intense inquiry you can imagine. Literally every second I was inquiring into the origin of the thoughts, every second. Now this immense peace entered me for about a week, and then in that period something shifted and I understood what the ego was. The ego is pain, okay? Which means that, knowing that, I can always know if it's the ego, which means I'm free of the ego. The ego is only ever going to manifest as pain. It has to manifest as pain because it's artificial, because it's not needed. It's conditioning, it's our social conditioning. It's something that's been inserted into our mind in an underhand way, that's been hammered in there. It's false, artificial, the cause of all our problems on this planet. And the enlightenment that all religions point to, the kingdom of heaven, is the self. It's already here, it's already in this organism. It's consciousness, it's pure, and it's ready, and it's ever there. The problem is that the ego is blocking it. The ego is kind of interfering with it. And the process of becoming enlightened is simply clearing off this scum of the ego. And this is possible, trust me. Many have done this. And this technique, I hope, that I've discovered will help facilitate that process. Because it clearly identifies the ego as pain, which means you'll always know when it's the ego, which means you can, really drain the ego of energy, because you'll be so aware, thought will come, you'll know that it's the ego causes pain, so you won't give it energy, so more and more the ego is going to lose its energy, it's going to lose its strength. Now, at the beginning, 4 months ago, the ego came a lot, maybe 1,000 times a day, I don't know. Now it's like 10 times a day, I get 10 thoughts a day from the ego, that's it. Some days I get 3. Excuse me. Hay fever. So, that's my basic philosophy. If you have any more questions, please feel free. Send me a message. You can ask me to make a video about something you're interested in. I'll do it. I've got a lot of free time right now. At this point in my life, it's destined to making a lot of videos put on YouTube to help people. This knowledge has helped me immensely, so I want to share it with as many people as possible. I also want to thank you for subscribing to me, and it brings me great joy to see that people are interested in these videos, and also motivates me to carry on making more. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this brief presentation of my philosophy. If you have any more questions, like I said, just send me a line. Okay. Thanks for watching. Take care.